Hi everyone joining. I'll let a few more people join before we go into full rant mode because I think all of us are fuming and I just thought, let's rant it out together. Drunk says the Prem is a disgrace, the Prem is always cheating against Liverpool. I don't think it's so much cheating against us, I just think the officials are an absolute disgrace in all honesty. I think what's making me angry is this could very easily at the end of the season could cost us the league. And it's infuriating for us all. I'm just gonna quickly post the link out so everyone can join. But yeah, it's so infuriating. The one for me, red cards aside, was the fact that they didn't even draw the lines on for Diaz. For Diaz's goal, there wasn't even lines put on. Now, unless you're blind or drunk, you could have seen that there was straight lines on the pitch. Now, unless the ground staff were bad at the job and couldn't do the line straight, then you can see it's offside. Oh, thank you, Veronica, for the super chat. That's nice. Thank you. You don't need to do that, by the way. The officials were in absolute shambles. From Reece Ward, completely agree. Ashley says absolute robbery, worst game of football I've ever seen. 100%, and I don't even think the team are to blame for that result. The team were brilliant to keep it a 1-1, and then obviously Matip getting unlucky within that last minute and getting that own goal. It was just my heart honestly broke for the team and Matip. I think they shouldn't have had that result at the end of the day. I think they were so unlucky after everything that had gone on. And I can see I've got Sky on right now, but I've got it on mute. I can see the looking back at the disallowed goal, and even they still haven't got the lines on the pitch yet, and it's ridiculous. Lines are a must exactly whether you're showing the goals onside or offside. Every time you watch it, they'll put lines on. Today they didn't. Most depressing thing I've seen. Feel sorry for Joel 100%. Anti-Liverpool at the core. I want to stick away from that because we've seen it with other teams. Unfortunately, when it's other teams, it does sort of affect our position in the league. But I think today is a massive turning point. This game, hopefully, it's a massive turning point in the way officials combat the game. Like for me, not Joel's, Diogo's first yellow card. That for me, you should have a 10-second like rule where VAR can quickly come in and go, actually, that wasn't a yellow because the guy tripped himself up. But yeah, it's very, very, very infuriating. I do not get it at all. It's just yeah, very, very angry after this. Yeah. The referee and VAR and the FA constantly fighting us game after game, definitely. Referees had to take care of City. That's the other thing. I feel like at times, again, I don't want to say this was against Liverpool because I don't think it was against us. I just think it shows how poor the refereeing is in the UK currently. Sorry, I'm dog sitting and the dog's just jumped up. Till, come here. But yeah, I think here's the dog, by the way, say hi to Tilly. But I think for me, watching it, I was thinking if City had won, would it have gone this way? And it probably still would have happened, but it's just infuriating. Lucho's goal was onside, 100%. WTF wrong with VAR and Cody ankle injury. Yeah, Cody, I hope Cody is okay. It is unfortunate that he then scores and gets taken off. I will be honest though, half time, I thought Nunes was coming on when I saw Gakpo injured, and personally, that is the sub I would have made. I just don't think I know Jota's scored lately, but I don't think he's been as creative as Nunes, and I probably would have put Nunes on, but that wouldn't have changed how today's game gone. It's just been ridiculous. That was a rob, yeah, absolute daylight robbery. Time to get foreign refs in. Genuinely, I think that could be a way to go. Because when we're in Europe, you do see a different side of refereeing, and we don't seem to have as many big issues when we're watching European games. All I'm saying is if Saudi do want to come in and buy the Premier League refs, go for it. Simon Hooper is League Two up. Sorry, but it's true, yeah. Jota first yellow is the most insulting thing. A ghost pushed him over. Jota wasn't even close. 100%. You see his foot hit the back of his other leg. It's the player's own fault. Joke officiating, but we go again. Yeah, hopefully that's the only thing that's annoying me is because my head's saying this could. I know we're early in, but it could cost us the league or Europe when it comes to the end of the season. God knows how this season's going to go in the long run. But this is the thing, it could cost not just us, but if it was other teams, it could cost other teams positions and a lot of money with them positions or trophies. Game is a joke, yeah. Unlucky to lose that did well with 9 men. Jota Red's an absolute joke. Tripped over his own foot too, yeah. Lucha goals on side. Refereeing in this league's all time low's been very bad lately. Completely agree. VAR, I think essentially it's a good idea. I just don't think they've got the right idea of it yet, and there needs to be a wider conversation between everyone in the sport, whether that's people outside it, the pundits tonight even had good ideas about it. Gary Neville, for once, I was agreeing with about Jones's red card. That wasn't a red. Like, oh, it's so infuriating. 10-second VAR check with no lines drawn exactly for that clearly onside goal. That is a joke. Hello, Courtney. I'm from Hungary. I always see your vlogs. I like them. Thank you. And I just want to say thanks to I've had a lot of people watch from Hungary lately with Dominic Soboslai joining us, and I've been told I can pronounce his name really well, which actually is a big compliment for me because I struggle with words quite a lot. So being told I can say Soboslai, spot on. Thanks. Why was Tottenham celebrating at the end like they just won the UCL? Well, it's the closest they got to it. Probably is beating us, but yeah. Much prefer the refs in Europe myself. Yeah. Hope City slip again. I do think City, and I've said this quite early on in the season. I don't know what it is. I've just watching City. This could come and bite me on my backside for all I know, but I don't feel like City. Very much like us after we went on the race for the quadruple and won Carabao and the FA, came second in the league, went to the final in Paris for the Champions League. I feel like City are sort of having not as bad of a season as us after that, but a similar one where you have burnout and the players don't look as hungry for it. So we'll see how that goes. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up on the comments here. Hope something will be done. This is madness. 100%. Gary Neville done well for once, exactly. Let me have a look quickly. We would have won the game if it was in our hands, even 10 versus 11. Exactly before Diogo got sent off, I genuinely was still feeling quite positive about the game, even though things had gone against us. But yeah, it's so bad. The worst thing is the ref's getting a lot of the stick. Yeah, the ref wasn't brilliant. But VAR whoever was in charge of VAR, I still don't fully know, is the main reason the game went why it went. As soon as I saw where they'd paused Curtis's challenge, whatever you want to call it, foul, for the ref to go over, my dad was in here and I said to him, they're going to give it as a red now because they paused it on the moment where the foot's gone into the ankle, not showing any of the build up to it. And then they do play it, but they don't show enough of it. And it's like, come on, us at home, Gary Neville, everyone is saying this isn't a red. I hope Klopp rips apart everyone in post-match. I think he will. But the only thing is the they're taking a big stance at the minute, are having a go at the players, the managers, everyone that's having a go at the refs. So I feel like Klopp's going to end up getting fined for speaking out against it and possibly a match ban. And I really hope that doesn't happen. But Jurgen does need to be careful, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm just reading the comment quickly because I keep the ref sent off McAllister. That is very interesting. I didn't realise it was the same ref, in all honesty. But yeah, a lot of people, when Jones got sent off, I sort of made a comment about it on Twitter because I was fuming already. And people going, oh, it's fine, it'll get taken back. It'll be like, he'll be back next game, he won't be suspended. The only thing is, I already said then, it doesn't matter if we go down to 10 men, we still had over 60 minutes to play at that point, and we're down to 10 men already. If that cost us the game, it doesn't matter whether the suspension got held up or not because it had already cost us points. So I definitely think there needs to be a massive overhaul of refs. I think get rid of the lot we have at the minute in the Prem and bring up a lot of the younger refs because we've had the same refs for ages and we have the same issues again and again and again from them. So I would like to see that, yeah. Can't wait to hear rubbish explanations from the PGMOL on these calls. Exactly. I am already waiting for that. I think that happens pretty quickly after this game. But yeah, I think what doesn't help as well, going off the ref subject a little bit, was seeing Richarlison being the little like annoying player he always is. I think that was infuriating me before Jones even got sent off, so that's not helped me mood. Bring back Mike Dean, he takes no. Yeah, Mike Dean, I don't think he was a bad ref, in all honesty. Again, would have had his moments, but there's too many refs that having more moments than they should have had. Corruption and Prem are a joke. Also, Jones never red. Jota first yellow wasn't even a yellow. Died from Spurs player. 100% agree there. Referees keep making mistakes and players / managers can't even criticise them for the mistakes. Exactly. Virgil at Newcastle, he's the captain, but he's not allowed to speak to the ref. He calls the ref a bleeping joke and ends up getting longer suspension and a fine. It is ridiculous. The ref so far has cost us 5 points. I completely agree with this comment from David Elliott. Proud of the boys in face of all the adversity we faced today. 100%. That team, even the players that got sent off, even Matip, who scored an own goal, which it wasn't his fault, like, to be fair. None of them should be ashamed of themselves. They played really well against a pretty difficult side after going down to 10 men, then having a goal disallowed when it shouldn't have been disallowed, and then having a second man sent off and going down to 9. It's really weird because I'm angry, but I'm really proud of the team. The team done so well. Liverpool should demand an investigation of this ref. I think everyone should demand an investigation into the whole referee and official situation at the minute. Do you think we'll appeal Jones's red card? I hope so. I think it should be. I don't think it's anywhere close to a red. We are a better team than Spurs. Definitely agree after today's game, to be honest. But yeah, it's not great. Sorry, I'm just double checking something quickly to do with the game. Ref greeted by VAR with a still shot of Jones's tackle, which stayed on the screen for 11 seconds. I argue this. Oh, there's already been, right, there's been a statement from the PGMOL. Let me just I don't think I can rewind. Um, no, I couldn't rewind because I was still in Ultra HD. Well done, Courtney. I'll see if I can find that now on my phone and quickly read it to you. Um, so yeah, PGMOL have already come out with a statement, which is interesting to say the least. I think that's the quickest I've ever known them to come out with a statement. But I'll see if I can find that on social media very quickly. PGMOL. I'm guessing it's on their Twitter, hopefully. No, not on the Twitter. But yeah, it's refs must be investigated. 100% agree. This is just, it's so heartbreaking as fans, but also infuriating. And I keep using that word because we've seen it time and time and time again where they'll put a statement out afterwards apologising and say, we're going to look into it. And it's like, yeah, but you can't fix anything after the game. So the PGMOL statement is, the PGMOL acknowledge a significant human error occurred during the first half of Tottenham Hotspur v Liverpool. The goal by Luis Diaz was disallowed for offside by the on-field team of match officials. This was a clear and obvious factual error and should have resulted in the goal being awarded through VAR intervention. However, the VAR failed to intervene. PGMOL will conduct a full review into the circumstances which led to the error. PGMOL will immediately be contacting Liverpool at the conclusion of the fixture to acknowledge the error. Now, I'm sorry, but that's too little too late. If that goal did stand, we could have drew the game. It could have changed how the rest of the game went. We could have still gone on to win it. We could have, like, everything. If that goal had stood, that could have completely changed the game. Saying you're going to take action after the game when you can't change the result, you can't change the points, you can't change the goals given on the table is an absolute joke of a system. Like, it's ridiculous. I'm boring the dog here because she's fast asleep. But yeah, it's that statement. I don't see the point in it. It's not given any way to resolve the issues that we've had today. Thank you, John, for the super chat. He said, as a Man City fan, thank you, Spurs and the ref. Yeah, for once, Man City isn't at the centre of a VAR or refereeing decision that's gone horribly wrong. And usually it's still gone in their favour, but it's not been in their game. We've already had Rodri sent off the other game last week. So the fact that we've now got something going on in our game's quite interesting. But yeah, that statement, it's just, I don't know, it's going to rub a lot of people up the wrong way, and I never ever agree with abuse getting sent to players, to referees, anyone in football. I just don't think anyone deserves abuse. The thing is, though, these sort of really bad decisions that cost people leagues, money, like I said, it just costs. This could potentially cost the team something massive. And people will, like, I won't be the only one thinking that. I'm sure there's plenty of people in this chat right now that agree with it. Doesn't matter what team you support, any team you support, you know that these sort of results and that could cost you. It could cost the league, it could cost you a position in Europe, it could cost you anything. But I know the officials in today's game are going to end up getting abuse because of that, and that's not right. But something needs to change, and it's gonna. I don't know. It's just it's infuriating me because there's two sides of it. It's the fact it affects us, but it's also going to affect the officials. Rules need to be changed where VAR can, one, act better, 2, actually spot offside and onside correctly. And 3, quick little, even if it's a yellow card and it's not a yellow, like, a yellow card's given and it's not a yellow card, we should be able to have VAR quickly go, "This isn't a yellow," and sort of, like, fix it. And it would stop, 1, fans getting angry and upset because it's gonna affect us this season, and 2, it's gonna stop abuse getting sent to people, which, yeah, um, it's gonna have no resolution. Yeah, that statement was just a load of rubbish in my opinion from them. You witness corruption in broad daylight, yeah. Losing to Wolves is filth and heartbreaking. We look weak and Liverpool could take the league if we don't get our key players back together. We need Kevin De Bruyne back again. That's from John, who earlier on said about me being a City fan. And yeah, I do understand where you come from. It's good that we can sort of have this conversation. The match should be replayed. That won't happen, but you could see why people would say that. It's a small setback. It's not a small setback though. Look at 2 seasons ago when it came down to us playing Wolves and City playing Villa, and it was that close. Like, it's not a small setback at all. Liverpool still played well. I completely agree with. They are still in the top 4 and within the reach of Man City. Yeah. Referees' bad actions can damage the image of the FA and the Premier League 100%. Um, I agree the players didn't deserve to be sent off and the officials are idiots, it was onside. Yeah, it's so frustrating. I'm trying to slowly calm myself down, but yeah, it's it is infuriating. Um, First time as a Liverpool fan, I feel we have been robbed. There's been plenty of other times I felt this way, but not to this degree where it's been so obvious. So many the thing that makes it worse is fans of other teams know it's been wrong, that's what's gone on today, and no one usually wants to agree with us. And everyone is sort of saying, "Oh my god, this is ridiculous." Um, Same referee was in United versus Wolves. Now, I can't fully remember that game, but I do think there was mistakes in that game, wasn't there? If someone could correct me, but it says a lot. Um, Rugby union ref is more open. See, I don't follow rugby, so I couldn't say, but I know in the NFL, might be in rugby too, the officials have mics on. Their decision then gets played, and why their decision is being made gets played for the stadium and for the fans at home. Maybe that could be something that could be looked into. Um, Ref should be sent off. No, victory. That is a yeah. Can we send them off? Um, any chance of making a matchday vlog on the 15th of October for the women's derby? Possibly. I won't know until closer to the time because there's a lot going on at the minute in personal life. So I just need to see what's going on around then and see if I can go. I'll get a ticket that week and go. I just need to wait and figure a few bits out. Um, the rest should be investigated, definitely. I think Lewis's goal should have stood, to be honest, but Jones was obviously red card. That was a very dangerous play. That wasn't a red card. You're going for the ball and then the foot rolls over it. It's not red. Like the foot rolling over the ball. No. If you go for the ball and the foot rolls over it, that is not a red. Um All over this, I completely agree with. All over the world is watching the Premier League. The referee acted embarrassingly. Um, yeah, I've like at half time, I saw there was like I love seeing the supporters clubs around the world, but also seeing like random bars everywhere that's got games on. When I go on holiday myself, if we're playing, I'll go and watch it somewhere. I've actually got a few vlogs on that. I've done Orlando, 2 places in Orlando. I've done was it Murphy's on International Drive, and I'd done the Liverpool Orlando Supporters Club. Um, and then I've done watching it in a sports bar in Greece called Christakis in Skiathos. And when you're there, yeah, there's always people from your team watching it, but there's people from other teams watching it. And there's people who aren't even like they live over there, they're not necessarily interested that much into the sport, but they're either in the bar or they know someone who wanted to watch it sort of thing. If this was your first time properly watching a football game in the Premier League, if I was a ref and I knew that, I'd be so embarrassed because it's not putting a good name on the league at all. Um, I wish Nunes was on tonight, I missed him. I was speaking to a mate at half time on the phone, we were messaging each other about the game, and they said they thought Jota was gonna score when he came on. And I said, to be honest, I would have brought Nunes on. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, I've seen that breaking PGMOL PGMOL admit Luis Diaz goal should have stood and released a statement on the VAR instant. It's ridiculous. Any NFL streams caught that are good for me to use to watch. I'm gonna be honest, I have Sky Sports, so I tend to just watch it on the actual telly. I couldn't recommend any streams. Also, that's illegal and will get me in trouble, so I'm not going to. Jack, I'm absolutely livid with the officials in that game. I think we all are. I'm actually overheating and slowly calming down. So fingers crossed. Now this is it. Even United fans are saying we have been robbed. Like, come on. 9 versus 13. That is the comment of the day that sums it up. Um, let's be honest, Tottenham played well, but refs should get investigated, and that goal was not offside at all. The players who got red cards should get all appeals. Yeah. So I've already said in this, I think Tottenham are a really good side. This is why I'm impressed with our lads because they stayed in the game. I'm just going to rewind quickly because Jurgen's talking, so I'll give that a quick listen in a minute. But Tottenham are a good side. We were a better side even when we went down to 10 men and still managed to stay in the game once we went down to 9 men until the last minute. So the lads I'm proud of. I think Tottenham played well. I'm not going to take anything away from Tottenham. This game, the way this game went though, is down to the referees. It's so infuriating, and the statement keeps coming up on the telly. So that's just going to anger me even more. And I'll bring her on. Before I go, I'm going to bring the little doggy in. So, look, do you want to say hi to everyone? Can you see yourself? Where are you? You say hi, hi. Yeah, the dog's keeping me sane at the minute. I think she knows. I think she knows I'm not very happy after the game. I disagree with that. Tottenham are a good side. They didn't beat us with 9 men. We had to help them to score. The thing is, though, once we went down to 9 men, we essentially parked the bus. And any team would do. If you have 2 players sent off, you are going to park the bus. So I don't knock the players for doing that. Completely agree with it. But then that's going to make it harder for Tottenham to play. We've seen it when teams have come to Anfield with 11 men and they've parked the bus. It makes the game really hard, really slow, and you just struggle with it. So I do think Tottenham are a decent side this season. Like I said, it's still very early on in the season with all this, but there's positives from the game to look at with our players and our team and our mentality. But there's a massive negative, not just for Liverpool, but for the whole league. That is the officiating in Premier League matches. Because this could affect the league, and it's like just this result could affect the league, the way the league goes, and there's going to be more issues throughout this season. This is just the start of it, I feel like, and there needs to be change there. Um, yeah, Matip is a better striker than the Brazilian pigeon. Um, Goldbridge made a video saying we were up to. Says it all. A Man United fan channel admitting that Liverpool, their biggest rivals, were robbed. Now, you hear it from United every year, United fans. They tend to want City to win the league over Liverpool because we're usually the top two going for it. So the fact a United fan is saying that when City could still change the league and that, says a lot. So it's this is a good comment as well. Character is something you can't buy. Our lad showed mountains of it. We should have won this one, not because of anything, but honest quality, sad. Yeah. This is the thing. I am I'm probably like, and I'm sort of starting to realise now, I'm feeling the way I feel, not for us, like the fans and that, the players. I'm just sat here and I'm going, oh my god, I'm actually heartbroken for them players. Curtis especially shouldn't have been sent off, and he probably feels really guilty now seeing the way the game's gone. Same with Jota. Gakpo getting injured and then having to watch the rest of that. It's it's ridiculous. But yeah. But anyways, I am gonna end the stream here. Thank you everyone for joining. Also, while I'm on it, I keep wanting to mention it in my vlogs, but I don't really know how to sum it up in them. So maybe a live is the best way to go. I just want to say thank you everyone who's subscribed to the channel, because in this past month I've nearly gained 1,000 subscribers, and that's very quickly after hitting 10,000, which I never ever thought I would have hit 10,000 subscribers. And genuinely, it means a lot to me that people enjoy the content and enjoy like seeing my little match videos. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I just wanted to say thanks to everyone, because I've not really had the chance to thank everyone. I saw the other day, it popped up on my Instagram that I think it was 3 years ago. That was when I started the channel, was 3 years ago. I started the channel slowly. I hadn't fully started it, but I'd started a little bit. And I was only on, I think, 80 subscribers this week, 3 years ago. And now I'm nearly on 11, which is mental. So I just want to say massive thank you, everyone who's subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, I do LFC content quite a lot. I do match day vlogs for every home game and a few aways now and again. And then any big breaking news I try and tend to follow. This season I'm hoping I can do more lives like this, because I really do enjoy chatting to people about the game. There's been obviously a lot of anger in this one, but it's nice to see us all sort of have the same opinions and people who don't have the same opinions, sort of thing. So thanks everyone for watching the video, subscribing, everything like that. It genuinely means the world to me. I actually got a little bit emotional when I hit 10k, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, thank you everyone. But with that being said, I am gonna end it here because I've got a sleepy dog on me. This is Tilly, by the way, everyone. You tired? Say hi. Hi. Or say bye. We're gonna go say bye. 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 So yeah, I'm gonna go. I've got a sleepy dog to look after. I might take her on a little walk. Gotta be quiet saying that. But yeah, that being said, I'll see you all next time. Bye.